Hi guys. So in this lesson we're going to look at loans and I'm going to show you the finance solver in a bit more detail. So I'm going to I'll show you where to get this on the calculator in a second, but firstly I want to explain what each of these things are, and I'm going to explain them through this example. So Mr. Flynn takes out a loan to buy a car that costs $24,000. So he's taking out $24,000. He will repay it over 6 years with an annual interest rate of 7% compounded monthly. Calculate the monthly repayment. So he's going to make monthly repayments. Okay. Now, what is N? Okay, we'll go through each of these now. N is the number of payments, but I've written total here. So he's doing 12 per year because they're monthly repayments, and he's doing it for 6 years. So it's 6 times 12, which is 72. Now this example is actually, this is similar to my real life, in that I did take out a loan to buy a car and it did cost me about $24,000, and I did repay it over 6 years. In fact, I'm still repaying it, and I'll be repaying it up until like 3 months time, something like that. I've nearly paid it off, thankfully. Anyway, N is 72. I is the interest rate. Interest rate is 7, so you can just put in 7, easy. PV is the present value. Now, over here I've written negative if money is moving away from you, positive if money is coming towards you. So if you're taking out a loan, you put in a positive value, 24,000. If you're investing money, if I was investing 10,000 in the bank or something, I put negative 10,000. So that's important. Payment is the payment we're going to make each time period. Now, this is the thing I don't actually know yet. I'm trying to find that. So I just put question mark. Future value. Now, if I'm going to pay it back and I'm trying to find out how much I pay back every month, the future value is 0 because I'll have paid it back. So there'll be no, it'll be gone. It'll be finished. So that's why I'm going to put 0 for future value. PPY is payments per year. Payments per year is 12 because I'm doing it monthly. So 12 payments per year. And it says compounded monthly. So I'm going to put for CPY, compounding periods per year, is also 12. And then this means, are the payments made at the end of the month or at the start of the month? Now it's nearly always end of the month, but just if they ever said at the beginning of the month, put beginning, but we're gonna stick with end. Now, two things. Firstly, I want you to be aware that without this finance solver, this is a really, really complicated problem. Like even with a formula, it's really not a straightforward. It's really not a straightforward question, because what's happening is every month he pays a bit of money, and then the interest is calculated on that new amount, and then that happens in the next month, and it just keeps happening every time. So it's actually a really, really complicated problem. But with finance solver, I'm going to show you how it is really easy. Okay. So yeah, sorry, that was the second thing that I wanted to show you, how easy it was. This is the working I want you to put down. You literally write down this for your working. So I'm going to do menu, finance, finance solver. The number of the number of payments will be 72. 6 times 12, 72. The interest rate is 7. The present value is 24,000. That's the loan. The payment I don't know, so just leave that a second, and I'll show you what's going to happen. The future value is 0. It's already 0. Payments per year is 12. Compounding periods per year is 12, and it's going to happen at the end. Okay, now I go to payment and I press enter, and it tells me what's going to happen. Now, you see it's negative. That's because it's negative because the money's going to be moving away from me, because I'm going to be paying negative 409. So let's round that to the nearest decimal. So the monthly payments, payment is, monthly payment is 409.18. $409.18. Fine, easy. Part B, find the total repayment. So I'm going to pay 409.18. I'm going to pay that for 72 months. And again, that's exactly what happened. This is what I did. Now it was close to $24,000. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like this. And yeah, I pay pretty much close to $409 per month. But I'm doing it for 72 months. So I'm going to do 409.18 times 72 to see how much. Now I'm interested to find out here how much I'm going to pay for this car. 409.18 times 72. So 29,461. 29,461. Now, what's happened? Well, I've ended up paying a lot more than 24,000 because the car cost 24,000 and I've paid 29,000. So have I been ripped off? Well, no, because I didn't have 24,000 to pay. So that's how it works. You take out a loan and you pay interest. And when you take into account inflation, it's probably not that bad. Remember, we've done a lesson on inflation, and if you don't remember, there is a lesson on inflation that you need to watch. Okay, fine. And then last question is quite easy. It says the interest charged. So this is what it cost. This is what I paid. How do I find the interest? Well, just subtract it. 29,461 minus 24,000 equals, I'm just going to do that in my head. It's going to be $5,461. Okay, that's it. I hope you recognized that with Finance Solver, that's a really, really nice question. Obviously, there's lots of different things they can ask you, but generally, if you have Finance Solver, you can just read the question, find out what each of these are, and press enter on whatever one you need to get. They might, if they said to you, they could say to you, he paid $409.18 every month. What was his interest rate? And look, I'll show you that. You could then, if I go menu, Finance Solver, if they didn't tell me the interest rate, imagine I don't know the interest rate, and he said he paid 409.18 or whatever every month, what was the interest rate? Well, then you fill in all the other stuff, go to the interest rate, press enter, and then you get it, 6.99999. Now, the reason it's not 7 obviously is because this has been rounded to 3 decimal places, but yeah, it's obviously 7%. So yeah, Finance Solver is a great little tool to have on your calculator.